tapping into the emotion of manifestation is huge and people miss it all the time.
Okay.
I'm not attacking you, but it's going to feel a little bit like it for a minute, okay?
Welcome to Stop Overthinking, a series featuring real readings and real people filmed with Lily on the tarot.bus.
Okay.
I just started dating. Like, just started. And yeah,
Are you dating multiple people?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're dating in general.
I have gone on many a first date in the last 2 weeks.
Oh.
I had I had left a first date before water even hit the table. Like, I'm not somebody that
That's
hesitates.
showing up here.
Yeah, okay.
This is showing up as like if there are if you feel like you're getting crumbs,
Yeah.
You're like, it's supposed to be a whole loaf of bread.
Yeah.
I'm out. And we're gonna come back to this Two of Cups because that's the relation. This is like the best relationship card, right? You're like, I'm already moving towards my bright future in my life.
Yeah.
And so I think I'm ready to see what happens. I'm inspired to go on an adventure. Code for dating.
Yeah.
But then there's this Ten of Wands, which is like, this is about work. So it's like either you're feeling like dating is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Or when you get overwhelmed with emotions, you tend to throw yourself into your job and be like, the emotions can stay over here because I'm actually a very busy person and I'm not going to deal with that right now.
Both. Like, my way of throwing myself into work is like throwing myself into dates, if that makes sense.
Totally.
Where like I'm doing the work.
Yeah, I could just like hyper focus on this for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Get it done. And now I have a boyfriend.
Literally. No, I'm like, people are like, literally, I was laughing. People are like, you've gone on a lot of dates. I'm like, literally, again, like, what are you doing on the apps? I don't want to.
That's what I thought we're doing. Yeah. You can do this for so long until you burn out.
I make it process oriented, and it kind of takes like who I think this is about even joked and is like, way to take the romance out of it.
This is somebody who is like emotionally very comfortable, and they're also good at being like, oh, we got to put a lid on this. Emotions can't run my whole life. Okay. They're very, very stable in that way. Okay. And then this is somebody who has probably a little bit of an ego problem.
Okay.
Is really about like, get it done, take action, move forward, be passionate.
Okay.
But like, we don't know if this is a person who's like the warm hearth that you sit by and read your book, or if they're like, I set that forest on fire.
Got it.
Actually, because it was ugly and in my way.
Can I tell you something really funny?
Yeah.
One of the guys is a wildland firefighter.
Oh my God. That's fantastic.
Okay, that was really good.
You went through a huge transition to like when you broke up with this past person and now where your concept of things really changed. And you're still kind of on the outskirts of that, like still kind of moving towards what you're transforming into. And then these two cards are like, there's a bit of an aspect of like, oh my gosh, I really like you. You're really cool. Don't leave your toothbrush at my house. Like, I built this space for me and my peace.
Yeah.
And you can't bring your boy stuff here. But you can come over, right? And like, there's also, these are friends. And there's like a protectiveness around the friends and from the friends.
Okay.
And so it's a bit of like, if you're like, oh, do I want this person to meet my friends? Because I'm protective of my friends.
That's really interesting because I'm really good at, as bad as this sounds, like surface level things. Like, it's really easy for me to go on first dates again.
Yeah.
And one thing that transition, I mean, man, like my life 180, it wasn't just a split. It was like, quit a job, quit a business, left this, moved away, moved back, like everything changed.
Wow.
I joked that I was in witness protection without the protection. I was like, everything was different. But my ex, it was like only him. Like, I wasn't able to have, it wasn't like he was holding me back from having friends. Like, it was the codependency.
Yes.
And so it's almost like, this is my life and I'm really happy. Like, I'm even very protective of my space.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. But
hard.
it's protecting yourself. It's insulating yourself against codependency, which is a big deal.
It's good, and I see it being good, but that's also that like,
well, like, eventually somebody has to be able to leave their toothbrush,
right?
But not right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that doesn't need to happen right away. And this is where you take time to be like, what do I even want?
Yeah.
from a relationship. Like, what does the word even mean to me? What do I want to be in the relationship?
Yeah.
What do I want to receive? And then you're daydreaming and you're like, ooh, like, what would it be like to be in a relationship? What would it be like with this guy? And then your part of your brain's like, it'd be like having boundaries.
Yeah.
And gets real intense about that, right?
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want to go into the codependency, but it's also like, where do you see this going? This part where you can be like, I trust myself because I do have the boundaries.
Yeah.
Right?
Woof. Yeah.
And I legitimately was told for years to have better boundaries. And I'd be like, got it.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just went and lived my life.
Right.
So one day I just looked it up.
Okay.
Like, I went to Google and I was like, what are good boundaries for a relationship? The magician, who's come up twice. So I'm legally required per the tarot cards to bring this up now. You imagining yourself, and I just do like a person made of stars. Okay. Not Leonardo DiCaprio from Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Like a person made of stars. And how do I feel in the kitchen with them? How do I feel at a concert with them? Tapping into the emotion of manifestation is huge, and people miss it all the time.
Okay.
I see you being with somebody who's really, really stable, consistent, steady. Doesn't mean not fun.
Yeah.
But they really are like real steady. Did you ever spend any time at church?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know when you're at church and they're like, you have to fit in this box in order to just play on our playground.
Yeah.
And then you're like, this box isn't part of my spirituality
that's me with motherhood
at all, right? And so like you're trying to push out of it and they're trying to squeeze you back in, right? So that's the victory here, is where you are able to push out of that and be like, okay, I am happy with these things also.
Okay.
What came up to you during the reading?
It's all right there for me, like what I feel like I needed to hear. It's like it's all right there, but like literally I am the person that needs to like open the door.
Did anything surprise you?
I mean, like in a funny I love tarot surprise way, where it's like the whole like I'm like sitting here thinking, and it's like one of the people that I am like thinking about when we're doing this is a firefighter, and she's like warm hearth or forest fire. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I think like pleasantly surprised in the sense of like this is going to be specific. The whole like you don't have to have somebody leave their toothbrush at your house yet. Like that's an okay boundary to have right now. Yeah, and I'm very all or nothing, so it's nice to hear. Yeah.
What do you feel clear about?
I was on the fence of like continuing to go on like first dates, but it's like I think the two people that came up that I kept hearing about are the two people that I'm like very much like interested in right now. And I even canceled a first date for tomorrow, like an hour ago. I was like, so yeah. Like I think that it's like time to hone in there and just like let it build. But yeah, I feel a lot more like
At ease?
yeah.
Because I live with the consequences, so I have the higher ground. Even if I make the wrong decision, it's mine. And then there came this heartbreak. Now, did the heartbreak happen within the last year, or is this like old wound heartbreak?
Yeah, with
Okay.
my kids.
Okay. There's also a situation here that you got yourself, like you were in a bad situation, you got yourself out of it, probably connected to these things, either like it's connected to the kids, you know what I mean? So when we're getting ourselves out of a bad situation, we have a hard time processing through the emotions while it's happening, right? Processing through the emotions of what happened before and of the fact that we showed up and got ourselves out. So take some time so that there's not sabotage, to kind of be like, okay, I need to clear out these emotions of this thing that I got myself out of so that I can move forward. Okay. Now, this card is the grief card, and this card's really hard because there's something, and this could be grief like somebody passed away, or it could be grief that's like something didn't turn out the way that I thought it was going to the point that it changes how you think about it. Okay. So is this a person?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So as gentle as you can with yourself, don't get stuck here. Okay. Getting stuck here it's hard not to, because grief is hard and it sucks. But like the idea is you have these cups, right? The water spilled. You can't ever get the water back in the cup. There's just no way once it gets into the ground like that.
Right.
So you have to pick up the cups and put new water in them or whatever liquid, wine, whatever you like. But that's the idea here is like not getting stuck, okay? And because of this grief, but also maybe just because this is how you have developed as an adult, I see this worry card here. I like to tell my brain, give me a solution and like give me a solution while I'm sleeping because I don't want to think about this anymore. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That will help give you some peace. You've got a really stable situation going on at home. Is it just you there?
Yeah.
You and a puppy, maybe?
It's me and my parents' house.
Okay.
They both passed away.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a lot probably like emotionally
Yeah.
too, right? And there's a sacrifice card here, which means you gave something up probably to be in that house and probably in this situation as well. You self-sacrificed. People don't do it just because, like, I'm sure you felt like you had to, and there probably weren't a lot of other options. The main point of this card is to say, like, this card is saying, like, you have this home that you could have as like a foundational place that could be consistent for you, right? Combined with this idea of like, how can you, now that you're in the situation you're in, how can you bring in a different perspective, bring in abundance somewhere so that you're not the one who's having to self sacrifice? And then there's this Wheel of Fortune card, which is like, you can create what you want with the seeds you have. Okay. So, like, if you plant seeds in the spring, you get summer flowers, right? But if you buy the seeds and you get home and the dogs throw up on the carpet, and then you're like, oh, I got to go take care of that, the seeds get put in a drawer and they get forgotten. The soil doesn't know that you have a super good reason. It just doesn't grow any flowers. That's what this card is about. So maybe thinking about your house, your home, and like how can you make it more and more of what you want it to be, even though you've had this loss. To move forward is going to take a lot from you, like a lot of inner strength. Does that make sense? Yeah. This card, 10 of Wands, is like it's a lot of work and there's movement. So it could be you moving, or it could be like there's some kind of big move within you having ownership of the home. And I'm not sure which one it is because these cards don't tell me. This just says like you have to keep balance in your life to have peace of mind. Uh, so, is there a bunch of work that needs to go into it, or would it be a bunch of work for you to move? Like, what are these about?
Could be both.
I see that there's some like drama, especially this card is like specifically Five of Pentacles is when there's an institution that is supposed to keep you safe. Police, school, parents, church. And it fails to do so.
Yeah.
And you get left out in the cold. That's what this Five of Pentacles is about, okay? So you're in that situation. You're in the aftermath of that situation right now.
Yeah.
This is interesting to me because this is saying like this movement card, like I said, this could be you moving or it could be movement within a situation. Hopefully it's movement within the situation you're talking about. The reason I think it is because of this victory card. This side specifically says you use strategy to get to this victory card. So strategic about how you handle it, what you're saying, who you're talking to, and this is really important, what they're hearing, because sometimes they hear things that we didn't say. How do you feel about that?
It's good. It
Yeah.
feels, like at least a little hopeful.
A little
like,
hope. I would feel hopeful. It's not going to be an easy road.
Yeah.
But I think if you are strategic, there will be a victory there.
What came up for you during the reading?
I guess it was just affirming what I'm going through right now.
What do you feel clear about?
The path that I'm taking. My housing situation right now is letting go of the past of that.
Thank you for joining us on the Tarot Bus. If you'd like to be featured in a future episode, I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stop overthinking and get a reading.